give it up one time for my man Squirrel from the Massive Monkeys crew. Let's get it going.
She's leaving.
Today, the Urban Monster takes you into the lives of two b-boys training for the Northwest Sweet 16, an invite-only breakdancing tournament. Breakdancing, or b-boying as it is called by its members, was started in New York City during the late 1970s. Since then, it has expanded to a worldwide phenomenon, with b-boys residing in every major city of the world.
It's the beginning of a new and excitingly different story.
My name is Ricky, last name Chan. I'm one of the co-creators of the event, Northwest Sweet 16.
The Sweet 16 is like more of a collection of the top 16 b-boys in the Northwest.
It's an annual b-boy competition hosted in Seattle.
Battle it out, tournament style, breaks the monotony up of just having 2-on-2 battles, crew-on-crew battles, or we're just battling for money. I mean, this is kind of like bragging rights, props, and a nice little cash prize at the end. I mean, for this event to happen and what it means to the b-boy community is a lot. It gives somebody something to shoot for now. Oh, a breakdancing thing, huh? You're gonna bring out cardboard and start popping and locking, and I mean, it's not like that. So I would just tell people, just keep an open mind and just come to enjoy yourself and have a good time. I think Squirrel will do a dope. Some of the first battles I seen had him in it, and I thought this was so crazy. He had a lot of innovative moves.
My name is Jonathan. On the dance floor I go by Secret Squirrel. My crew is Massive Monkeys, and the main thing about us is just being close to one another, being friends. Like everybody in the crew was friends first before we even got together and created a strong bond, I guess you could say, as like being like the last of our kind in the area. Pushing the boundaries by being clowns, but then still taking things seriously. The Sweet 16 for me is a chance for me to show people that I can still get out there and get down. But another thing for me is I'm taking advantage of this opportunity as like a stepping stone to really get me back in the game. Like I've been wanting to battle like so much recently. 2 years ago when we did a freestyle session, it didn't turn out how we wanted. So this, I'm able to prepare for this a little bit, and it's focusing on me. I think most of the things I've done when I have battled have been with the crew. I've very scarcely done things like on my own. So I'm also testing myself, I guess, with this.
Watching him practice, watching him doing things, he's really creative. I don't think he'll have much of a problem competing on a high level.
Being put up against, the top, 16 for the Northwest is going to be exciting for me. Like I'm really ready to, step up my own game for this.
Box cutter.
Hello, my name is Brendan. I live in Seattle, and I'm 19 years old.
I expect him to do well, actually. I've been watching him since he was a little kid when he would come to jams. Instead of like wanting to cipher around everybody, I'd see him like running to the swings or something.
I started about 10 years ago when I was 9. A few years into dancing, I got into Fraggle Rock crew. Most of the people in Fraggle Rock are 5 to 10 years older than me. I would go to practice with them. I had some really good mentors, my brother Tim, and also Eric from Rhythm Bugs / Soul Control. Those two guys taught me that b-boying is all about creativity. My main goal for the Sweet 16 is to beat Hef. He's my first competitor, and if I beat him, then I'll be satisfied.
I watched him grow. He's dope, he's fresh. A lot of stuff I've never seen before from anybody. The concepts that he puts together are just kind of crazy, like just watching the flow and his movements. It'd be tough for anybody to kind of choreograph the type of stuff that he does.
7 days out from the competition, Squirrel and Box Cutter prepare for their battle.
Right now we're up in the U District at the Vineyard Church.
It's the venue for the Sweet 16 battle.
Everybody want to do it, do the kangaroo. Come on, do it, do the big salute.
It's great that this place opened up in the last few years to, give us another outlet because it's hard to find a lot of practice spots in the community nowadays.
When I get to practice, I usually warm up by dancing, just on my feet, for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I stretch.
Personally, myself right now, I'm practicing mostly connecting all of my moves together. For the most part, I don't really do good with sets, so I'll connect a few moves, and then I'll freestyle a set of a few moves with another few moves, and so right now I'm just getting my fluid down.
We're working on like a variety of moves, like head spin windmills, footwork, top rocks. I basically just do burnouts, where I just go as hard as I can, and then get tired, take a break, and then just go full force.
Right now I'm wearing a track jacket. Especially helps in the very beginning when you start practicing because it warms you up real well. It gives you a good little millimeter of cushion, and then you got a nice little spin on pretty much any floor that you dance on. And then I wear similar pants, nylon. They're lightweight, so it makes it easier for you to do a lot of moves. I wear some knee pads. Getting a little old. Gotta protect myself. I got an ankle brace because I'm getting old again, all these little things. But and then I'm wearing a specifically designed beanie to help you with stuff on the floor, like when you do your head spins or your head glides. For clothing, that's it. Other people like to wear elbow pads and wrist guards and like back braces. I don't know, some people. Training on the side, I think, is very important. I do a little bit myself. I do some cardio and core workouts to keep myself in shape, and I think it's a must-do for all b-boys. I think the type of work that we do, watch these guys. They're either dancing for like a full 5 minutes, or they're exerting hella energy in like 2 minutes. So you gotta train a little bit.
The guy I'm going against in the first round is also here, and there's sort of a tension between us. It's kind of awkward saying hi and bye, and I think we both try to act normal.
Honestly, it's tough. You can't find motivation to train. You can't find motivation to just better yourself. You're not going to be training as hard. You're not going to be putting in the effort. You're not going to be as good as you can become. But what this does is it starts putting the best. The cream of the crop against each other. They know that they have to step their game up.
3 days before the competition, Squirrel struggles to balance the demands of work and other obligations. Despite being part of one of the most successful breakdancing crews, dancing has not reached the point where it can fully support him.
Right now, what I'm doing personally is, working part-time job, making ends meet, and then, just practicing, trying to live, my art form. I actually used to do a lot of freehand sketching, so I'm trying to get back into that. So hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years, I'll be back on paper as well as on the floor. I think another thing that I could say is a big accomplishment for myself and the crew is whenever you go on family trips or road trips with your friends, you get to bond, and you create another level of chemistry. And we got to do that quite a bit, just road tripping down to California for competitions, and then from there, doing as good as we could, we got noticed and got to go overseas together. We got a proclamation for April 26th to be Massive Monkey Day in Seattle, and I think that was really big. We've also received the Mayor's Arts Award, and I think just, being a street dance and still trying to be creative, But there's always that look that like, people kind of look down on things that are from the streets and like art forms that come from negativity. But I think by receiving those awards, it shows that our thing is positive and what we do does make a difference.
Remember that keeps you from playing. The more practices you miss, that's on you, man.
Some basic technical fouls, holding, fast breaks, interference, offsides.
We'll worry about fast breaks later, guys. Killing time, you'll have to keep it inside the offensive box, so that means you can't go outside the wing.
My philosophy is kind of a collective ideals from all the greats and my friends. Obviously, number one, it's an art form and a form of self-expression, which is what I truly take to heart the most. I think outside of that, though, when you start moving into like competitions and performances and how using b-boying in that aspect, for performances, it's a chance for you to connect with people that you may never connect with anywhere else or at any other time. For that brief moment, you're showing them who you are. You're realizing to yourself what you can do, and when you can get the crowd to drop their jaw, like you're connecting with them and you're entertaining them.
As a freshman in college, Box Cutter enjoys enough free time to practice regularly and keep on top of his classes.
I'm going to the University of Washington right now. I'm a freshman. I don't know what I'm going to major in. Undecided right now. I'm just kind of floating around. Being a student at the UW, my load is pretty heavy. Actually, it's not too bad. I have like 3 or 4 hours of classes a day. It's not too hard to fit in my b-boy life into my academic life. And then I just get to do whatever. Usually I dance. In terms of training for the Sweet 16, I've been trying to dance every night. Dance by myself or dance with a few friends. Yes, I'm trying to increase my stamina by breaking every day, and I'm also trying to, get more moves and improve on my old ones, and just become a better dancer. My style is based on creativity. Like, I don't do a lot of power moves because my body is, I'm kind of weak. But, starting out, I was 9 years old, so I didn't have a lot of strength to do power moves. So I focused on footwork, and from that, I was able to put my own style into that, and I just came up with really creative footwork tricks, and I was able to monopolize on that. And I think that's what I'm known for in Seattle, is just doing a bunch of ground tricks. Practicing is a way of bonding for the b-boys. It develops into a sense of community, and hip-hop in a sense is all about community and bringing different aspects of the culture together. Practicing in groups like this with 20 or 30 other b-boys is a really positive thing because it builds a community.
Practicing in the community is very helpful because nowadays, like when kids start off, their creativity level isn't really there yet, so they need a push, help up that first step. So it's good that they have a lot of classes nowadays, but that only teaches them the fundamentals. But a key fundamental that doesn't get taught in classes is the creativity. And I think that when they come to a practice in the community, they get inspired, and that sparks the creativity, and I think that's real important. So I think nowadays a lot of places have closed down recently because of funding. Some places have closed down because they still view b-boying and breakdancing as like a street, so attracting negative things, but they don't realize how positive it is. But the places that do realize how positive it is and they can't support us is just because of funding.
Him
The day of the Sweet 16 arrives. Dancers from as far away as Alaska travel to Seattle to witness the competition firsthand, while the venue fills, Squirrel and Box Cutter prepare.
Well, you know, I'm expecting everybody to take it as serious as me, so I'm being cautious of everyone. You know, there's some people I have heard of, there's some I haven't. You know, but I'm not gonna underestimate anybody. You know, I think that's one big mistake that you could do.
As a b-boy, my whole life, I feel like I've been pretty humble, and well, one thing I think I have to be confident in all of my moves, and you know, that's an aspect of b-boying, is to be cocky and like have swag, and I gotta let that out. I have a few burns in my trick bag, and I think I need to pull them out, and you know, just hopefully I'll get the audience and the crowd on my side.
I need you all to give it up one time for my man Squirrel from the Massive Monkeys crew.
I'm really just worried about me, so whoever I draw, you know, that's who it's going to be.
For his preliminary battle, Squirrel faces Ed Rock, an up-and-coming b-boy from Vancouver, BC.
Let's get it going. Judges, 1, 2, 3. My man Squirrel is moving on.
I battled him last weekend up in Canada, so that made it fun. It was almost like a little bit more of a rivalry since we got to cross paths before today. I think it's going to be fun. This come, you know, next second and third round.
I need my man Hepatitis and Box Cutter from Fraggle Rock crew.
Box Cutter faces Hep, a member of one of the best crews in Seattle.
So judges, 1, 2, 3. Box Cutter is moving on.
I was pretty nervous beforehand, and but you know, once I got up to the crowd and you know everyone was yelling Box Cutter, my whole body was pumping with adrenaline, and I think that really, you know, made me stick everything.
With 8 of the dancers eliminated, Squirrel and Box Cutter move past the first round along with the other prelim winners.
Everybody that we put in it so far has not let us down. They've put on a good show. They've been dope. I mean, it's been really tough battles. Like, I'm just glad I'm not a judge and I don't have to call these ones. It's just so high paced and energy-wise. Like, this is what the type of energy that people can put out in the ring.
In the quarterfinal round, Squirrel faces Lukey, the second place winner from 2008's Sweet 16. Squirrel advances past Lukey and is slated to battle Tricky in the next round.
I think both of us did pretty good. I think the reason why the judges might have chose me is I think he just got gassed out a little bit sooner than I did. Doing these one-on-one battles, it's a test of stamina.
Box Cut faces Tricky, a recent performer in the Vancouver Winter Olympics opening ceremony.
Judges, 1, 2, 3. My man Tricky is moving on to the next round.
Box Cutter throws down an impressive 3 rounds, but it is not enough to surpass Tricky. Tricky advances.
I fought down both of my rounds. He just kept it clean and kind of disappointed in myself because I had a lot of reserve moves that I could have done, but I just kind of blanked out.
Squirrel prepares for the semifinals, but fatigue begins to settle in.
I personally look at battling as representing who you are and where you're from. When I first started, there weren't all these like battles for cash prizes and or getting a chance to get flown out to another place, but more necessarily just I'm the best in my hometown. I proved it last week. 2 months from now I'm gonna prove it again.
We got my man Tricky on the left, Squirrel, Massive Monkeys on the right. Let's get it going. Judges, 1, 2, 3. Tricky is moving on. We got an all-Canadian final in America.
Squirrel's tactics do not prove effective enough, and Tricky advances to the finals. The battles continue, but Squirrel's journey ends here.
He pulled it off. He did good. I didn't do my best. I know I could have done better. But definitely, if I enter anything else, and you guys might see me here again a few years down the road. Who knows? I'll definitely be more trained up and good to go. So a quote that I've been recently going by is, "The price doesn't matter if the reward is joy." And my main goal today was just to have fun, and I did. So regardless of my actual outcome, I had a win for myself. So I hope you guys do too, in whatever event, whatever you guys do. Keep it from the heart, and that's where it starts.
She's leaving.
The future for b-boying for me, I see myself doing this as long as I can. I think, the way my body feels right now, I have at least another 7 years or so, 7 to 10 years. I want to do more shows. I want to give back to the community though. I used to teach classes, and I want to be able to teach classes again.
5 or 10 years, I see myself hopefully still dancing. probably not as intensely as I am right now, but hopefully I'll still be in the scene. Maybe I'll be training, you know, the youngins. Well, I've never won a battle, so before I come out of the b-boy scene, I'd definitely like to win a battle.
When I first started, it was with my friends in a hallway at high school. You know, it was just, and then, you know, I ended up loving it. But if there was a place where like I could go where someone could teach me, like I think that would have been really beneficial. And who knows where I'd be right now if that was the case.